Abbott signed a new law allowing the state to arrest people suspected of crossing the border illegally. That's usually a job for federal law enforcement. As Ed O'Keefe reports, it's setting up an immigration showdown.
From the campaign trail to the halls of Congress, the fight over security at the southern border is heating up as the clock is ticking down to get a funding bill passed that also includes aid to Israel and Ukraine.
Finding the middle ground is exceptionally hard, and both sides must accept that they will have to make concessions.
We cannot afford to get this wrong.
On Monday, Texas Governor Greg Abbott signed 2 border bills into law. One providing $1.5 billion to build new barriers along the southern border. The other makes it a state crime to cross the border illegally, giving local law enforcement greater authority. Critics say that could lead to racial profiling.
Biden's deliberate inaction has left Texas to fend for itself.
The move comes as data obtained by CBS News shows last week the Border Patrol apprehended nearly 7,900 people each day, up from 6,000 daily in October.
We built a tremendous piece of the wall.
And as former President Donald Trump is facing criticism for how he described migrants, the Biden campaign compared it to Nazi rhetoric.
They're poisoning the blood of our country. That's what they've done. They poison mental institutions and prisons all over the world, not just in South America.
But a new CBS News poll finds a majority of GOP voters in early voting states do favor the mass deportation of undocumented immigrants.
We don't know where these people are coming from. They're exhausting our system.
In Washington, CBS News has learned the White House and bipartisan negotiators are discussing changes to immigration policy that could include expelling migrants without processing their asylum claims. The deal being worked on with Congress could also expand the detention of migrants allowed to stay in the country pending decisions on their asylum court cases. But the president's walking a fine line here. He's got warnings from progressive lawmakers and activists that negotiating too much away with Republicans could suppress turnout for his re-election next year.
Signing a new law Monday, SB 4, which will allow local and state law enforcement in Texas to detain and arrest migrants they suspect crossed into the country illegally. It carries a punishment of up to 6 months in jail, and repeat offenders could face up to 20 years in prison. And it gives judges the ability to deport them back to Mexico. Abbott blasting the president when signing the bill in the Rio Grande Valley, saying Texas needs to defend itself from drug cartels, accusing Biden of deliberate inaction. Overnight, the White House also weighing in saying the federal government, not individuals, states, is charged with determining how and when to remove non-citizens for violating immigration laws. And as of right now, we haven't heard a lot from the state of how this will all be implemented, but we do know it could happen right around March. That said, immigration rights organizations say they are already preparing to file a lawsuit because this encourages racial profiling and denies
with the federal government. But Texas Governor Greg Abbott is confident that this law will stand, and it